students. How are you? Fine. Very nice. I hope all of you are fit and fine. Okay? Yes. As you know, I am Rasmi Ranjan Atta, assistant teacher, Buguda, Ganjam. And as you know, that the topic is the day the river spoke. The day the river spoke, and it is part 4. So, once again, I welcome you all to this class. The day the river spoke, part 4. Objectives: students will be able to comprehend this part. They will be able to know that girls can do everything as much as boys. Let's watch the picture. A warm up activity for you. Now, my dear students, all of you, please watch the picture and try to tell something regarding this picture. Try to tell some sentences. What do you see? Yes. What do we see? The nature. We see the nature. The nature is beautiful. The sky. The sky is blue. There is a river flowing. The river is flowing. Yes. The clouds are floating in the sky. There is a breeze on the river. Okay. Very interesting. Now we will recapitulate the part of our last class. Okay. In our last class, we had discussed Janvi dreams of going to school and learning to read like her brothers, Gopi and Ramu. She is very curious and asks many questions about nature, such as why spiders are yellow, why bamboo trees rustle, and why the moon rises from behind the hills. The river tells her the river tells her to stop asking so many questions and shares a secret that the moon travels over the mountains and goes down towards the sea, just like the river. The story shows Janvi's curiosity and her strong desire to learn. Now, we will discuss today's part, the part for today. Okay, now reading aloud by teacher. The day the river spoke, part 4. Our text: even little Ramu goes to school, said Janvi. Pity. The school isn't by the sea, said the river. Then I could take you along, you know, but I suppose I couldn't really. You'd get your feet wet, and that would never do. I am afraid there is only one thing you can do. Can I do something? Asked Janvi. Well, it's up to you, said the river. Can I do something? Asked Janvi. Well, it is up to you, said the river.
Seems to me little girls can do as much as little boys. Seems to me little girls can do as much as little boys. They swim as fast as little boys. You just slip along one morning and sit there in the school and listen to what is going on. And maybe the teacher will let you stay. I couldn't, gasped Janvi. I couldn't. They would scare me. They would chase me out. Now, reading aloud by students. Abhijit will read this part. Abhijit, you please read this part.
The day the river spoke, Part 4. Even little Ramu goes to school, said Janvi. Pity, the school is not by the sea, said the river. Then I could take you along, but I suppose I could not really. You would get your feet wet, and that would never do. I am afraid there is only one thing you can do. Can I do something? Asked Janvi. Well, it's up to you, said the river. Can I do something? Asked Janvi. Well, it is up to you, said the river. Seems to me little girls can do as much as little boys. They swim as fast as little boys. You just sleep along one morning and sit there in the school and listen to what's going on, and maybe the teacher will let you stay. I could not, gasped Janvi. I could not. They would scare me. They would chase me out.
So, dear students, now it is the turn of silent reading. All of you, please go through the part. All of you, please go through the part silently and try to comprehend the meaning. Okay, now let's know some new words. Yes, first one is gasped. What do you mean by gasped? Yes, took a quick breath suddenly because of surprise, fear, or tiredness. Sentence: Ria gasped when she saw the snake in the garden. Yes, now look at the picture. Gasped, surprised. হঠাৎ দৌড়ে ଯିବା. Yes. Chased. What do you mean by chased? Yes, ran after someone or something to catch it. Sentence for you. The dog chased the cat across the street. Now look at the picture. What is the dog doing? The dog is chasing the cat. Thank you. Now, pity. Pity means what? Yes. Equality. ଗୋଟେ ଗୁଣ ନା? Yes. Feeling sad or someone feeling sad for someone who is suffering or in trouble. Sentence for you. The boy felt pity for the injured bird. Yes, look at the picture. The bird is being injured and the boy felt pity for it. Now we will narrate today's part. Even little Ramu goes to school, said Janvi. Pity. The school isn't by the sea, said the river. Then I could take you along, you know, but I suppose I couldn't really. You'd get your feet wet, and that would never do. I am afraid. There is only one thing you can do. Look at the image. Janvi said that even little Ramu went to school. The river said with pity that the school was not by the sea. It added that if the school had been by the sea, it could have taken her along. But it supposed that it could it could not really do that because her feet would get wet and that would never do. The river then said that there was only one thing she could do. Here, the river consoled Janvi. Can I do something? Asked Janvi. Well, it's up to you, said the river. Seems to me little girls can do as much as little boys. They swim as fast as little boys. You just sleep along one morning and sit there in the school and listen to what is going on. And maybe the teacher will let you stay. I couldn't, gasped Janvi. I couldn't. They would scare me. They would chase me. Okay, now you look at the picture. Yes, here the discussion between Janvi and River. The river mother is consoling Janvi. What is that? Janvi asked the river if she could do something. The river replied that it was up to her. The river said that it seemed to it that little girls could do as much as little boys, that they could swim as fast as little boys. It advised Janvi to slip along one morning, sit in school, and listen to what was going on, and added that maybe the teacher would let her stay. Janvi gasped that she could not do that and repeated that she could not. She said that they would scare her and chase her. Now, activity 1. My dear students, now you go through the passage, you read the passage and try to answer the questions. Look at the passage. Can I do something? Asked Janvi. Well, it's up to you, said the river. Seems to me little girls can do as much as little boys. They swim as fast as little boys. You just slip along one morning and sit there in the school and listen to what's going on, and maybe the teacher will let you stay. I couldn't, gasped Janvi. I couldn't. They would scare me. They would chase me. I would. Now, complete the sentence with an appropriate reason. According to the river, there was no difference between girls and boys because, yes, look at the passage and try to find out the answer. Very nice. The answer is, according to the river, there was no difference between girls and boys because little girls can do as much as little boys and swim as fast as them. Okay, very nice. Then Another question, look at the passage and identify whether the following statement is true or false. The river encourages Janvi to have faith in herself and fulfill her desire to go to school. Is it true? True. Definitely. Always the river is encouraging Janvi.
So, my dear students, here is a passage. You have to read this and answer the following question. Choose the correct option to complete the sentence. When the river suggests that Janvi should sleep along, it means that she should move dash. Option A, quickly. Option B, casually. Option C, quietly. Option D, confidently. What is the answer? Yes, here it is mentioned in the passage too. So let's see. And the answer is option C, quietly. When the river suggests that Janvi should sleep along, it means that she should move quietly. Next, once again, what does the repetition of the phrase I couldn't tell us? Let's see the answer. It shows that Janvi is very scared and lacks confidence about going to school. So that she said, I could not. Definitely. Let's see. Next question. Once again, in the phrase I could not, I stands for dash. Option A, river. Option B, Janvi. Option C, lizard. Option D, writers. So, what will be the answer, my dear students? Yes, the answer is option B, Janvi. The I stands for the character Janvi in this story. Now, it is the time for activity 2, and today we will learn some opposite words. So, find the opposite meaning of the words from the bracket. And here we have a bracket, and it contains the words many, boy, in, big, dry, and come. So the first word go, and the opposite, it is very easy, you know, that is come. Go means jiba, or come means asiba. So next, the word is little, and the opposite of that word little is, yes, very nice, it is big. Little মানে ছোট, big মানে বড়. Next word is wet. So what will be the opposite of this word? Definitely. The answer is dry. तुमने ଜାଣିଛ wet ର ମାନେ ହଉଛି କଣ? ଓଦା, ଆଉ dry ର ମାନେ ଶୁଖିଲା. Next question, that is girl, and it is very easy, very very easy, you know. The opposite of girl is boy. Girl ମାନେ ହଉଛି କଣ? ନା ବାଳିକା, boy ମାନେ ବାଳକ. Next, one, and the opposite of one is many. ମାନେ one ମାନେ ଏକ, ଆଉ many ମାନେ କଣ? ଅନେକ. Very good, my dear students. Let's move to the comprehension questions. How did the river know so much about Janvi? Let's see. The river knows so much about Janvi because she often sits by the river and talks to it. One more question. Why did the river laugh when Janvi said she would be scared at school? The answer is the river laughed because Janvi was unnecessarily afraid of going to school, and the river knew there was nothing to fear. Yes or no, my dear students? You know, school is a place of fear, or place of enjoyment, place of study, place of learning and knowing new things. Yes, yes, my dear students. And river knew that, so she was describing Janvi and encouraging her to go to school. Now, why did Janvi follow the river's advice? Yes. Mm-hmm. Let's see, my dear student, what the answer is. Answer: Janvi followed the river's advice because she really wanted to go to school and learn new things. Yes, definitely. We come to school to know something new, to learn about some new things. Yes, let's see. Next question. What is the main message that the writer intends to convey? ତୁମେମାନେ ଯୋଉ ଷ୍ଟୋରିଟି ପଢିଲ ସେଥିରେ ଯୋଉ ଲେଖକ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେଥିରେ କଣ ତୁମ ପାଇଁ ସମ୍ବାଦ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହିଁଛନ୍ତି? ଚାଲ ଦେଖିବା। The main message that the writer intends to convey is that the girls and boys are equal and everyone should have the chance to go to school and learn. Yes or no, my dear students? ଏଠି ଲେଖକ ଆମକୁ ଦର୍ଶାଇବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହିଁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ପାଠରେ ଉଭୟ ବାଳକ ଓ ବାଳିକା ବା ପୁରୁଷ ଓ ମହିଳା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ସମାନ ଅଧିକାର ରହିଛି ଏବଂ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ସ୍କୁଲ ଯିବା ଏବଂ ପାଠ ପଢିବାର ସୁଯୋଗ ମିଳିବା ଆବଶ୍ୟକ। So we have a homework for our next class. Discuss why rivers in India are considered to be sacred and most of them are referred to as female. Some rivers are referred to as male. For example, the Brahmaputra and the Son. Discuss with your teachers and elders and write down your answers within 10 lines. Okay, my dear students, we will see your homework in the next class. And the thought of the day: honesty is the first chapter in the books of wisdom. ନୈତିକ ଶିକ୍ଷାର ପ୍ରଥମ ପୃଷ୍ଠା ହେଉଛି ଆମ ଭିତରେ ଥିବା ସାଧୁତା ବା ଅନେଷ୍ଟି। ଠିକ ଅଛି ପିଲାମାନେ, ପୁଣି ଦେଖା ହବ ନେକ୍ସଟ କ୍ଲାସରେ। ଟିଲ୍ ଦେନ୍ ବାଏ।